This is not good at all. Today, the plan is to finish digging out and getting the pond laid out how we need. So I've got most of this all dug out. You guys saw yesterday. I've got to get some more of like right here dug out and then around the back side of the island, and then it will be time to start adding clay back in. So I am going to bring the dam up just a little bit, probably about a foot higher than the dam is right now. Mostly it's just get in the tractor and get back to work at it and hope that it all works out and we don't get stuck today. So right now, what I'm working on is actually building up the dam. We've got a lot of extra dirt, and so as I'm pulling out this extra dirt, I'm throwing it on the back side of the dam. Now this dirt obviously isn't clay, so we'd have an issue if we just used that dirt and it would leak again. So what I'm doing is using the clay that will go over the dam once we have the dam built up the way we want it. So that's the way I'm kind of going about building this pond. Could be right, could be wrong. I have no idea. Man, good thing y'all can't smell this because it stinks. We're all good. Hi, Mars. Looks like Marcy's got some snacks for the pig. Waffles! Waffles! There you are. How's it going in there?
No, it's adventurous. Can he eat the bread?
Yeah. All right, I'm doing a clay test here, seeing how deep this clay is beyond what I've already dug down. So I am super glad to find out we have got clay on clay on clay. I mean, this is about a foot deeper than what I'm at now, and it's all clay. So, I mean, it's pretty dry because, well, it's been way underground. The top layer stuff, as I'm working with it, I mean, look at this stuff. It's amazing. It's so good, I think. What that means I'll be able to do, instead of piling the clay over in these two piles like I did for when I was digging out over there, I can just come, start on this end, push the clay, and push it into the dam. I think I've mentioned it before, but the reason this leaked is because they scraped and they put a little bit of clay type dirt up here at the top. That's all clay there. But then it was like all sand and topsoil and dirt. They didn't put clay on the top of the dam. The island, honestly, I don't know if I need to put clay up like this, because I'm pretty darn sure this clay liner, with the topography of our land, the clay probably actually goes right underneath this and is kind of a bowl like this underneath it. But I'm going to do it anyways. We'll just push up some clay here to give us, you know, an easier access to the island, have a little bit of a ramp up to the island, so that it's not just a cliff. So that's kind of what we're going with over here. I dig this down, and I've started throwing clay in here to, I can't believe this, to fill this hole in. It does get to sand, so there's a sand stretch right here that I've noticed, and I think it's actually underneath the clay it turns to sand. So this is just red sand. It's got a really cool color to it, kind of like rust, copper, super fine sand. It's like there must have been a river through here or something at one point, because yeah, it's really nice sand. The problem is every time I turn or anything in here, the sand just eats the tractor and it pulls up more sand. So I'm gonna have to kind of grade that and throw clay on it so that it doesn't do that. But we're making some major headway. This is the peninsula that we're keeping. I do want to kind of dig out more right here, dig out more right there, so that it's more of an island protruding out. Then eventually we may do some sort of drawbridge or something out here. Looks like we've got an unlimited amount of clay right where I need it. I don't got to transport it at all, which makes this project so much easier. So here we are on the far corner of the pond, and this is a good explanation of why this thing was leaking. So you can see we got the dam over here, we got clay, and then right here, the clay just literally drops off and it turns into sand. So I don't know how deep that goes. That's about as deep as I can get it. That's as deep as I want to go. So we're not going to chase the clay, and I think that's why over there is so sandy, is that clay disappears and the sand is on top. So I dug this out, dug a trench here, so now I can take this clay that's all right here and kind of push it and rebuild a big old dam, the berm, and have clay connection from here all the way to the wall, because like I mentioned before, when they did it, they just pushed it and there was a huge sand gap all the way along the whole dam and everything, which then just caused it to leak all the water out this side.
You can see he got down to the red clay right there. He's taking it and he's pushing it up onto the dam. And that was one of the problems that we had, was the dam would leak because it over here you can see it's just dirt. Now he's building it up to be clay.
Mavi, you made it on the island? Go check what's in the doghouse, in the duck house.
That was Goose's house. We made him when he was a puppy.
Yep, that was Goose's house when he was a pup.
I
There's
don't think
eggs
he
in
ever
there?
used it. Not a single time.
Oh, I already seen them. What do you think of this pond, Maverick? No, we can leave them because the mama's going to sit on them and we're going to have babies. Yeah. I'm looking at this now from a distance. I've just been heads down, just scooping it and working and not really noticing what's going on. Now I'm taking a step back and looking at it. I am absolutely blown away with how good it looks and how well it's coming along. Let me get up here so y'all can take a look from a bird's eye view. Oh, zoom out. There we go. There it is. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, I know. Maverick wants to just ride his dirt bike in it like this. As soon as I get finished getting it smoothed out and stuff, he can. Now since I'm up here, I can give you guys kind of a visual. So we're gonna lay out a bunch of fish structure and things like that. Leave comments down below with what you think we should do. But this is gonna be a peninsula, so the water will come probably to about here, and then the water on the backside will go to about there. So there'll be kind of like a, peninsula. The island is gonna stay, and then we're gonna do a dock somewhere right here maybe. I'm thinking I might dig this spot actually a little bit deeper so the kids could jump off the dock if they want to, and have a swimming area. Now it's only gonna probably be 4 or 5 feet deep, which for the kids is fine. Obviously me and Marcy aren't gonna be jumping off of it with it being that shallow, but they can jump off and swim. Marcy says, if there's ducks in here, I ain't swimming. Little does she know, there's fish and ducks in every pond and lake she's ever been in. It's gonna come out just a little bit more. This corner will kind of get rounded right here. I'm gonna dig this spot down as deep as I can, so there'll be a deep spot here, deep spot right behind, and then it'll kind of be shallow, and then it'll be a really gradual shallow slope over on this side. That will be for whoa, I'm falling. That will be for Waffles. He'll be able to, hang out over there in the shallow end, get out of the cold, get out of the heat, and be able to take a mud bath in there. So we kind of want to have a shallow spot where the rest of this is kind of going to be steep. A lot of y'all are new to our channel. Welcome. I'm Crandall. You guys are watching the Eldredge Fam. But for those of you that are new, you probably don't know that we have the world's cutest baby goats. And my son Maverick has a little strawberry patch we got to get an update on. Maverick, look at this giant strawberry. Look at that one. You see that? And then the big one right here. You see those? Whoa, we're going to have strawberries soon. Are you excited? Yeah, that one actually, let me see that one. That one dried out. That one's not good. We're going to pull that off. And so the same with this one. I don't know why those strawberries they just kind of like shriveled up, and I don't know why those strawberries look like that. If anybody knows, leave it down in the comments. Maybe they need water. The soil's pretty moist in there. We'll go ahead and water everything though, but let's go show them the world's cutest goats. These goats are ready for some more pasture too. They've eaten this down to the dirt. So I'm fixing to move them here today or tomorrow. Hi, mamas. I think the babies are in there, yeah. Let's go check. Hi, babies.
Can you hold on?
Hi. Yeah, go grab one.
Try hold on. Oh, it's okay.
Hi, babies. Hi.
Let's try. Here.
Mama's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, we're just loving on your babies. So this is Stormy, and this is Troop. Come here, Stormy. Go get Stormy. Yeah, go pick her up. There you go. Okay, you want me to hold her? Come here, Troop. There you go. Look at that. So cute. So these babies are about, 2 weeks old maybe now. They're still tiny, and super, super cute. Where are you going?
This way can buy on that too.
Okay.
Look at that gut.
Yeah, look at that. Hi, Stormy.
Look at go, everybody. He's up there. They're nice.
Yeah, they are nice, huh? You have the cutest pattern. So Troop is the identical twin to his mom. They have the exact same patterns and colors and everything. So you can see they're actually identical. Where this baby is different than every other baby. So look at the patterns on that little baby and the mom. They are literally the exact same, and it is the cutest thing ever. Hi. Wanted some kisses? Troop is getting a snack. He says, I'm thirsty. Well, we got our little goat loving. I think it's time to get back in the tractor. Marcy went to go get some more gas, but we're gonna get out there. I'm excited tonight. We're gonna get the laser level. And I have my laser level that will work good in the dark, and we'll be able to laser level and figure out where our water level is gonna be. And from there, we'll be able to kind of adjust the rest of the pond as we need it. But I think we've gotten it pretty much like 80% of the way there as far as the depth and everything goes. So we'll just get it a little bit better once we get the laser level. You want to hold her?
See, and then what are we going to see here?
We got to move their pen. See, they ate all the grass here? We're about ready. We need to move it. So we're going to be excavating our front yard here as well. I know, little sneak peek of what we're doing. We're going to be redoing the front of our house. And we're going to be bringing all that dirt over here and putting in a dirt bike track right here in the next couple of videos. So that's another reason we're moving them. And they'll, you know what? We probably could move all of these goats in with Domino and Waffles. We may do that. When Marcy gets home, I'll talk to her about it. And we may do that. We may move all of the goats over to that pen because it's got a ton of fresh, tall grass. And then we can take this down and move it over there as well a little bit later. But then at least the animals are moved. I'm going to go ahead and work on moving this pile. It's probably going to take me a couple hours to move all of this pile back over in this area and on the back side of the dam so that I can finish shaping out the pond on this side here to like get the final measurements for everything for the pond. So I got a ton of dirt to move. I'll let you guys know how long it takes. We're gonna just get in here, start running it back and forth. Maverick, are you having fun, you know, sitting with me and hanging out in the skid steer? Well, we're filling the pond. Not exactly. I can't believe this is happening. So I had to come in and wash off the tracks because they were so full of mud and stuff. It was starting to just bind up and things like that. So I washed them out and I washed them up here. And all of the water that I washed with is now coming in and filling up our pond. So I guess our pond holds water. This is kind of unfortunate. I might have to just dig a little pile there and make the water stop because I really don't want water in here because I'm not ready for it. Ah! This is not good at all. Now the hose is off, so we shouldn't have that much more water, but I just chucked that big old hunk of clay in there to hopefully help. I literally cannot believe that just happened. I didn't even think about it. I guess that shows how saturated our ground is. So the next rainstorm we get, whether it's half an inch or 2 inches, all of that water is coming down here. I don't think we're gonna have any seepage into the ground. It's all gonna go straight to the pond, which is good because it'll fill the pond fast. But also makes me a little nervous that it'll fill up a little too fast and cause some other issues. I don't really know. We are still working on this side over here. Let me show you all real quick. We're still working over here. I got the pile pretty much all taken care of. I've got a couple loads left of dirt to take. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just shape this side of the pond.
What are you doing, kiddo? You following me? Yeah.
It doesn't look like clay. I mean, there is sand mixed in with the clay. That's just kind of how our clay is. But then, like, this just looks like loose soil. But then you grab it, and then it's just like
straight clay.
Straight clay.
Well, you can see like where you've drove over it.
Yeah, exactly. It
clay?
packs down.
This is what I'm on, right? Clay.
Yep.
You can feel it. It like packs
so
down. Yeah.
So squishy. And like right where you're standing isn't quite as good because I have to fill it in a little bit more.
Well, and it was super wet too.
This has worked absolutely amazing. I'm so
Look
glad
how good this is. This is all clay. I was telling them that that's what you're doing right here is building this dam up.
Yep. So this, I showed it on the clip I just filmed, but you weren't there. So literally the clay just dives off the edge. So I had to dig out, push the sand back, and then fill that gutter with clay so then it doesn't leak.
That's pretty
And
cool.
I'm feeling pretty optimistic about how this is gonna work because of how much clay we have. And I'm so glad we have a huge thick clay layer, because I've just been able to scoot it and push it. And those piles that I piled up yesterday, I've like already almost used that whole entire big one.
Oh,
and I'm
you
like,
did, huh?
it's a dang good thing that we have more clay here, because it eats the clay like way more clay than I thought we would need. The sun is setting on day 2 of this pond build. I just am working on the spillway right here. You can see I've kind of cleared out. There's still water flowing down, but guess what? The water is still holding down here from a couple of hours ago when I was cleaning the skid steer. So that is pretty much the best news possible. This little portion holds water. McQueen, are you over here to inspect my work? What do you think? Does it look good? Or are you like, where's the water? He's like, where's the water? What are you trying to do? You flirting with me? Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. McQueen, we're gonna, oh, you're saying thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, duck. All we need to do is just pray for some rain now. Well, give us a couple more days. We're not quite ready for the rain. We still got some stuff to do. So originally they had this berm that went up quite a bit ways further, and that was to catch the water as it was coming down to direct it. I'm going to go ahead and use like the rest of this clay pile and do something similar. You can see I've started to put clay in the spillway. I've got to put clay probably till about here, and then I'm not going to be too worried about it. As far as like eroding, it can erode off of that side, it doesn't matter. But that water is going to go down through the trees there when it overflows, and then down like it was before. So I got clay liner all right here. The one problem I know I'm having and that I'm a little worried about is I can't pack this slope. So it's a little too steep. I was able to pack some of it, but where the island is so close to the edge, I couldn't drive up and down it because there wasn't enough space. So I'm a little bit worried about that. I am going to dump a little bit more clay there and just build it up. So hopefully it'll just settle and pack itself in and not be an issue. But so far, that's kind of the only part that I'm a little nervous about. Oh my gosh, look at these goats, y'all. What are you two doing, and how in the heck did you climb up there? They jumped like 4.5 feet to jump up there. Now they can't seem to get down. I know, Callie. Are you going to be able to get down from there? You just want a bird's eye view of the new pond, don't you? We're going to have to go get the laser level as well. Laser level everything. Off of my eyeball, it looks pretty dang good. So hopefully, hopefully my eyeballing it is going to be good enough, and we're going to have a nice thing. I'm excited right here. We're probably going to be able to, you know, jump off of. I don't know how deep it's going to be exactly, but I think we should be able to kind of, you know, jump off and have hopefully a deep enough spot right there that we can swim in. But we have got a whole lot more to come on this. We're going to be adding fish habitat, fish structure, building a dock, building a duck city out on the island. Just a whole bunch of things. And whatever else you guys can come up with in the comments, we're going to add it as well. It has gotten dark, which is just what we need to be able to check the level of this pond. So we're standing here in the spillway, and I have got my laser level that I use for construction. Now they do have the correct tools that you could use to do a pond to get the grade. I don't have those, so we're making do with what I got. And let me show you guys what this looks like. It actually looks amazing, and it's going to do exactly what we need. Basically, we're trying to figure out where the water level will be if I leave the spillway at this tall. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Oh.
Well, that's sweet.
Okay. Y'all put your light down, Mars. So y'all can't really see that very good, but you see those red lines coming across the screen. That is showing the current level if I leave the spillway where it's at. So based off of this, we're going to get the paint. Well, first we're going to walk around, make sure that it's a level that we like. If it's not, then I'll come over here, we'll raise it, we'll lower it. I think we're going to have to raise it. We'll raise it to the level that we want, and then I can go around with paint.
Wait, what do you mean by raise?
I think we're going to want it a little bit higher. When I set this up for like 2 minutes before we did our live stream tonight, and it was looking a little low. So that's why I'm saying we'll go check it. We'll see what we think. Marcy and I will discuss it, and then we'll either raise it or lower it.
Add more dirt to the spillway.
Yeah, because if we bring the spillway up a foot, now the water level across the whole pond goes up a foot. So, sorry you guys, it is, you know, it's pitch black. No, I'm not going to mark it until we walk through and you get an idea. So, you're right. If we left it this height, I would just come through and knock that top layer off that I added. Well, y'all couldn't see anything last night, so let me give you the rundown this morning. We ran a laser level from the spillway so that we could know where the water came out. It actually worked absolutely amazing. If you guys have to build a pond or something like that, just wait till the nighttime and do the level like that. It works out perfect. Goose, come here. Good boy. So I went through with some orange paint. Y'all might be able to see a little bit. And that is the water level based off of the spillway. Also, look at this. There's still water there from yesterday. I think this pond is gonna hold. I am very stoked about that. So the orange line right here, so the island is gonna be pretty good size. I honestly thought the island was going to be all the way underwater to like right there, but it's not. So that is really good news. I'm gonna try and throw some more dirt up there, make it a little bit bigger, flatter up at the top. But we do have a duck that decided to sit on some eggs. Okay, I'll leave you alone. So she is in there sitting on those eggs. So I can't disturb the island too much. But the water level is right here on this side. So right below that drain pipe. It'll run about like that. You can see another orange line over there. So we have some adjusting to do. This area where I'm standing right here is only about 1.5 feet deep. I was hoping it would be deeper than that, but it's not. So two things. One, I may come in here and try digging this out to try and make it a little bit deeper around the island. But more likely what I'm gonna do, well, I'll probably do that as well. But we're also going to extend the pond out this way a little bit more and just do a deep hole, deep spot right here. And instead of having it kind of just arc like this, we're actually gonna bring it up and closer to that pin up over on that side. I also need to build up the dam over on this side because you can see where the water level is. See that orange stripe there? So the water would actually spill out right there. So I've got to build the dam up. Honestly, I mean, like right here is okay, but I'm going to build up from probably about right here all the way around to where Goose was, somewhere right over here. Build all of that up. Oh my gosh, look at these two. Waffles, are you getting a back massage? Yeah, you getting a back massage? Those two are hilarious together. It does look cloudy. I pray it doesn't rain. I mean, if we got even 1/8 of an inch of rain, this would turn into a muddy mess that I would not be able to work in. So I'm really hoping it doesn't do that. In the next video, we are going to be finishing the pond, getting the grading done, doing a little bit of maintenance around the pond to make sure it looks good as it fills up. I did run a test and things are looking positive. So stay tuned for the next update on Emerald's Pond, and we'll see you guys on the next video.